Thank you, Ayo, and many thanks for joining the Lagos studio. I am Faith Agbetuya. One Abdulsalam Abdulkadri has been remanded in Mandala prison till the 28th of this month to face trial for alleged vote buying during the last governorship election in Kwara State. He was brought before Justice Sikiru Oyinloye of Kwara State High Court by the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission. Abdulkadri is standing trial on a 2-count charge of conspiracy to use a sum of 120,000 naira to influence voters and provision of the said sum during the 9th of March governorship election at Unit 007 College of Education, Ilorin, Kwara State. He pleaded not guilty to the 2-count charge. The other suspect, Oye Obalola, is reportedly still at large. Counsel to the accused person, Olokwoba Mohammed, argued for his bail, saying when he was granted administrative bail by the EFCC, he did not abuse it. In his ruling, Justice Sikiru Oyinloye refused the bail application on the ground that it was not properly filed. He asked that the accused person be remanded in Mandala prison till the 28th of this month.
Oh, it's so simple. The court denied his bail and asked us to come properly by filing our motion for it. Not that we will not be granted bail, but the court said that we must come formally. That's just the long and short of the whole thing. Because the offense for which is accused of is ordinarily bailable. But the court said he must have something to work on, that we must come formally by motion. And that's what we're going to do. Very soon, by tomorrow, we bring it to the court. This is an offense that is ordinarily bailable. And the court also affirmed that it's ordinarily bailable. However, the court wants to have a good record that we must come proper. And we are calling.
The Independent National Electoral Commission in Niger State is to issue the candidate of the People's Democratic Party, Yahaya Abdullahi, a certificate of return as a member-elect in the March 9th State Assembly election. The resident electoral commissioner, Professor Samuel Egu, declared this in a press statement that Yahaya Abdullahi polled 18,026 votes and was closely trailed by Abdullahi Umar of the APC, who polled 17,920 votes. Professor Samuel Egu noted that already the returning officer had made a declaration in favor of Yahaya Abdullahi of the PDP, irrespective of the circumstance that led to the declaration of INEC cannot overturn it until there is judicial pronouncement.
Those who are not satisfied with that declaration will need to seek judicial remedy. So I give you 2 examples. One, the returning officer said, I did it under duress. We do not have the power to establish what under duress would mean. Only the courts will have to determine what declaration under duress means when all the material facts are presented to the court. In the circumstance in which it happened. And the second point is that by the margin of lead principle, we shouldn't have declared, but once it's declared, we have to stand by that until.
He added that it is only the court that can determine the circumstances of alleged declaration under duress as claimed by the returning officer. He further explained that the supplementary election earlier scheduled for this Saturday, March 23, will no longer hold in the 2 polling units in Jikpangi and Wuna Dagachi of Agei local government area of Niger State. Family of late MKO Abiola, the acclaimed winner of 1993 presidential election, have called attention of the general public to its determination to prosecute any unlawful encroachment to the legacies of the late MKO Abiola. Speaking on behalf of the Abiolas, head of the Abiola family, Muritala Abiola, made the commitment at a press briefing in Lagos. IATV Lagos studio has the details. Late Chief Moshood Kashimawo Abiola stands out as one of the foremost Nigerian politicians whose legacies endured years after their demise. According to the family, Abiola was noted for his business conquests and entrepreneurial ingenuity to have employed thousands of Nigerians in his lifetime. But some years after his death, some elements are allegedly dragging the name and legacies of the late MKO Abiola to the mud. Head of the Abiola family expressed concerns that after years of legal battles over the business empires and estates belonging to the late MKO, some individuals are still attempting to encroach on the legacies of the late patriarch, hence the ruling of the execution of judgment of the Lagos High Court on Tuesday, March 14, 2019, which validates the late patriarch's ownership of the piece of land at Igbo Ilobo, Ayobo, Lagos State.
The family are aware of what is going on at Ayoba, and we sincerely regret what the area boys and all that these land speculators are doing here. We didn't send them. And I know most people know MKO that is very generous, very kind, and he carried the symbol of Abiola family. So we are not all that wicked that maybe we take money from you, we send bank, you want to take it back. It's not with this family.
Pa Musiliu said that the entire family, children and beneficiaries to the estates of late Chief MKO Abiola have no intention of inflicting hardship on anyone but to protect the legacies of their late father.
I will take this junction to beg those that are aggrieved with what happened at Ayobo. By God's grace, the family will do justice.
He added that all acts reserved to be carried out by the family will be done in line with the legacies of their late father and according to An Osogbo Federal High Court has adjourned to 2nd of April a fraud case involving a father and son who are both lawyers. The trial judge adjourned the sitting on the ground that both the prosecution and the defense counsel had not come to terms on whether the Osun State Department of Public Prosecution (DPP) can take over the court from the police. The plaintiff in the case, Adeyemi Gbadebo, a medical doctor, had dragged before the court Matthew and Ayodele Laogun, a father and son, alleging them of defrauding him of the sum of 1 million naira for the purchase of a landed property in Osogbo. The Department of Public Prosecution appeared in court at the previous session, expressing interest in the case being a criminal charge, which prosecution counsel objected to. But both lawyers failed to come to terms as ruled by the court at the previous sitting. Trial Judge Peter Lifu had given counsel a 7-day ultimatum to write a written address before the court.
Is statutorily vested with power to prosecute, and that we cannot be divested of that power by a mere coming to court by the Ministry of Justice to take over the matter, to take over the criminal matter that the police instituted. More importantly, that the offense for which the accused persons were brought to the court were instituted on law promulgated by the National Assembly. And be that as it may, the MOJ state cannot take over the prosecution without the agreement of the police to so do.
Duty bound by the directive. Surprisingly, the police are saying that we don't have the power to take over that case, which is very alien to the constitution. But now that since this matter is starting de novo before a new judge, the judge too was of opinion that
Scientific and Cultural Organization UNESCO to celebrate the contributions of poets and their works to the development of languages and arts across the globe. In this report, IATV News paid a visit to some literature students and their instructor with the aim of determining the importance and impact of poets in the academic development.
UNESCO first adopted March 21st as World Poetry Day at its 30th General Conference in Paris in 1999 with the aim of supporting linguistics diversity through poetic expression and increasing the opportunity for endangered languages to be heard. IATV News visited a school in Lagos and spoke with an English literature teacher and few of the students on whom their favorite poets are.
Internationally, my best poet is John Keats.
William Shakespeare. William Shakespeare. For me, I would say William Shakespeare.
The teacher was also asked to share his methodology of impacting the knowledge of poetry into his students.
So for us to be able to decode what a poet is saying is not easy. We need to be very rich mentally. We need to be very rich imaginatively. So my students know that it's a very difficult thing. So conscious effort is made to learn this.
World Poetry Day is the occasion to honor poets, revive oral traditions of poetry recitals, promote the reading, writing, and teaching of poetry, foster the convergence between poetry and other arts such as theater, dance, music, and painting. In Lagos, Adegboyega Labiran, IATV News.
Coming up is business news with Morenikeji Oladuti. Good evening, Morenikeji.